In this session, we will discuss about word statement problem from quadratic equation. We already discussed how to solve problems related to the geometry and mensuration, especially right angle triangle and rectangle. Now we will take two more categories, that is number and ages. So when it comes to number, so consecutive integers and consecutive even and odd integers are very important. Consecutive, what is the general form of consecutive integers? X, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, so on. Okay, so example, so simply there is no gap. If I say consecutive integers means there is no consecutive positive integers, there is no gap between the numbers. Now this is first category. Now second category is consecutive even integers. Consecutive even integers, that is nothing but, okay, how did I get 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma, see, for x is equal to 1, if you put x is equal to 1 in this format x, so that is 1 1 plus 1 2, again if you put x is equal to 1 here, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, so for x is equal to 1 we have this number. Or else you can take x is equal to 2 also. If you take x is equal to 2, so 2 2 plus 1 3, so there is no gap between that. So if you follow the format of x comma x plus 1 x plus 2 x plus 3, there is no gap between the numbers. Whereas in consecutive even numbers, the general formula is x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. As you can see it over here, there is a gap of two numbers, consecutive even integers. So x, where x is any even integer. If you take any even integer, maybe 2 4 6 and all those things. Now for example, if I take, for example, if x is equal to 2 and substitute in this series, what will happen? X is equal to 2, x plus 2, that is 2 plus 2 is 4, x plus 4, 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, so x plus 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, so on. Okay, what is the gap between the all these numbers? Gap of 2 is there. In a similar way, so whenever we find the consecutive even integers, we can represent in terms of x like this, x comma x plus 2 x x plus 4 and all those things. Okay. So general form of consecutive even integers is x, x plus 2, x plus 4 and x plus 6. Again the third one is consecutive odd integers. Again for consecutive odd integer also, the general form is x comma x plus 2 x plus 4. Whereas see, previously we took x as, where x as previously it was x even number. Okay, now the x will be any positive odd integer, any positive odd integer. You can take any positive odd number. So if I take, for example, x is equal to 3, so x is equal to 3, 3 plus 2, substitute x is equal to 3 in this series. Okay, so 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 4 7. Similarly, if you x plus 6, so 3 plus 6 9. Okay, like that. Got it. Again here also there is a gap of 2. So both in consecutive even and odd integers, there will be a constant gap of number 2 in between the numbers. Okay, so this series, uh, if x is equal to even, then it is called as consecutive even integers. If x is equal to odd, then consecutive odd integers. But the general format has to be remembered very well. If they give only consecutive integers, then there is no gap, x plus 1 x plus 2 x plus 3, like that, there is no gap. But if they mention even or odd integers, for both even and odd integers you can take x comma x plus 2, then jump by 2 numbers more, x plus 4, then jump by two more numbers, x plus 6. Same for odd numbers, but only difference is x should be even for consecutive even integers and x should be odd for consecutive odd numbers. That's all. Now if you look into the question, the product of two consecutive positive integers, product of two positive integers, two consecutive positive integers. They are not mentioned whether it is even or not, even or odd. So what is the general format? X comma x plus 1 comma x plus 2, right? Product of two numbers. So this is first number, this is second number, this is third number. Now the task is to, we have to take the product of only first two numbers. First two numbers are x and x plus 1. Product of first two numbers, x into x plus 1, is equal to 306. Once again you can read the statement over here, that is product of the two consecutive positive integers. This is nothing but what? X and x plus 1 are two consecutive positive integers. Okay. In case if they would have asked even positive integers, then product x in x plus 2 would be there, right? Okay, we will take that problem also. Now write this statement in standard form of quadratic equation. That means we have to simplify this and we have to keep them in ax square plus bx plus c format, right? So the answer is x square plus x minus 306. So in all word statement problems, remember one thing, framing the equation is very, very important. Okay. After that, you can solve that using quadratic formula, or else you can use the splitting the middle term and factorize them, and you can get the value of x. But if you don't frame the equation in a proper way, you will get 0 marks only. You get nothing. For what algebraic calculations, you won't get any marks. You will get marks only when you frame the equations in a proper way. The sum of the squares of the two consecutive, see, two consecutive odd positive integers. What is the general form of two consecutive odd integers? X comma x plus 2 comma x plus 4. Same for even also. Okay, so you can memorize this as for even and odd consecutive integers x comma x plus 2 x plus 4. Now they are asking only two consecutive numbers. So this is first number consecutive, this is second number, and this is third number. So, since they are asking only the two consecutive odd integers, so you can take out of the series, we can pick any two, that is first two numbers x and x plus 2. They are telling that sum of the squares. So first we have to add these two numbers, right? X plus 2, first number, and along with that they are highlighting one more thing. This indicates what? Sum. What about the square? Sum of the squares. So like this is equal to 290. Okay. Now rest of the things is all about simplifying the equation and convert them into a quadratic format. Okay. And solve that using any one of the equation. So x square plus 4 plus 4x is equal to 290, right? Sum of the squares of the two consecutive, everything is correct, is equal to 290. Now this is nothing but 2x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 290 is equal to 0. This is 2x square plus 4x minus 286 is equal to 0. Now we can bring the 2 outside. So we will left up with x square plus 2x minus 143 is equal to 0. Okay. So we have x square plus 2x minus 143 is equal to 0. We can solve this using splitting the middle term or else the formula also. Now I am directly writing the answer. X plus 13 into x minus 11 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 13 and x is equal to 11. Okay. I have used the splitting the middle term concept. So x is equal to minus 13. So find the integer. So don't conclude the problem just by finding the value of x. Okay. Find the integers. So what are our integers? Let the integers be So in the beginning of the problem, we have to assume let the integers be x comma x plus 2. Okay, so if x is equal to minus 13 and x is equal to 11, so if I take if x is equal to 11, then integers are, we already assumed the first two integers are x comma x plus 2. So if x is equal to 11, that is fine. 11 plus 2, that is 13. So then integers are 11 and 13. In the same way, you can take if x is equal to minus 13, then integers are x comma x plus 2. So minus 13. So minus 13 plus 2, that is minus 11. Okay, but they are asking, see, they are asking only positive integers. They are talking about, okay, they are not mentioned. No problem, we can keep any one of these as the answer, no issues. Maybe 11 and 13 and minus 13 and 11, both are same. See, what is the common thing? The gap between 11 and 13 is 2. Yes, that is fine. And both are odd numbers. You can verify your answers because odd consecutive odd positive integers. If I continue this series, what will happen? 11, 13, 15. So both are correct. When it comes to age, distance and all those things, we cannot take the negative answer. Okay, because age cannot be negative, again distance cannot be negative, right? So in a similar way, the sum of the squares of the uh, sum of the squares of two consecutive even positive integers is 164. Let the two consecutive even positive integers be x comma x plus 2. For both even and odd, you can assume like this. It can be, so if I continue, if they, in case if they ask three uh, consecutive even positive integers, here only two, so then you have to take x comma x plus 2 comma x plus 4. But here they are asking only two numbers, so x is first number, x plus 2 is the second number. Now again same thing, sum of them, sum of the squares, first add them, x plus x plus 2. So I'm adding first number to second number. What will happen if I add like that? I will get 164. You can read it. Again we have to square also. So this is nothing but what? Sum of the squares of the two consecutive even numbers. First I wrote the consecutive even numbers, then as per as the keyword sum, I added both of them. Again as per as the another keyword square, so I did square also. Got it? So in this way, we very smoothly we have to convert the theoretical statement into a mathematical equation. If we do any mistake over here, na, so whatever you do over here, you will lose the marks only. You won't get anything. So very be careful while solving it, while framing the equation. Rest of the things is simplification. Apply a plus b whole square, right? A square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So a square plus b square plus 2ab, this is 4x is equal to 164. So this is x square plus x square is nothing but 2x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 164 is equal to 0. So this is nothing but 2x square plus 4x. The rest of the things is all about solving quadratic equation. If you take 2 out of the 2 as the common, then you will left up with this one, right? If you take 2 outside, so you left up with this equation, and if you solve this, you will get the value of x. Let me check the answer. The answer is x is equal to x is equal. So if we just simplify this, we will get the value of x. Okay, x, we can simplify this using any one of the method. After getting the value of x, what you do is simply I'm writing the answer, x is equal to minus 10 and x is equal to plus 8. Sorry, this is not the final answer. Final answer is our assumption. What is our assumption? Or is the task? Find the integers. What are the integers? we have assumed, see, you can read it here, find the integers. So our integers is x comma x plus 2. If we take x is equal to 8, then 8 comma 8 plus 2, that is nothing but 10, right? If you take x is equal to minus 10, then answer will be minus 10 x plus 2. So minus 10 plus 2. So minus 10 comma 8. You can write any one of this pair. There is no issue. Okay. In case if they ask find the positive integers, then keep this as the answer. So most of the time better to go with the positive answer. Okay. No need to get confused about that. So again, for similar problem is there. Find the two consecutive positive integers. Find the two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Again, consecutive positive integers means, see, directly don't take x comma x plus 2 here. They are not mentioned it is even or not odd. So if they are not mentioned even or odd, this is the series. Okay, there is no gap. If it is even, then x comma x plus 2, x comma x plus 4, like that, even or else odd. For both even and odd you can use this, but now we can skip that. Only consecutive positive integers. And how many consecutive positive integers? Two consecutive positive integers. So in this one, so if they ask four consecutive integers, we have to take all these things, four, but only they're asking two, so take only x comma x plus 1. So two consecutive let two consecutive positive integers be x comma x plus 1. Now sum of whose square is 365. That means same condition. Sum means what? First of all add them, so that you will get 365. Along with adding them, we have to square also, right? This is the meaning. So now rest of the things is a square plus 2x is equal to 365. Rearrange the equation and get the value of x. Okay, if you rearrange the equation, you will get the answer easily. X square plus, okay, yes, I think this is solvable. 2x minus of 364. Take 2 as common and simplify and get the value of x. After finding x, then what you do? Substitute that in x comma x plus 1, because the integers are x comma x plus 1. So don't conclude the answer just by finding the value of x. Okay, do simplification by yourself. That is very easy. Again, next one is find the two find the two numbers whose sum is 27. Okay, let the two numbers be x and y, right? Find whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So sum of the two numbers is 27. What is the next conditions? Product of their number is 182. Now what you do? Simply two variables are there, right? So now how to convert that into a one variable quadratic equation? Hmm? Simply use substitution method. That is nothing but from equation 1 we have y is equal to 27 minus x. So y substitute it substitute this y is equal to 27 minus x in equation 2. So what will happen? Why did we follow that step? Let's see. X into y. I will substitute it over here. What is y? 27 minus x is equal to 182. Now if you look into this equation, we have only one variable x. Okay, so easily we can get a quadratic equation now. 182. So this can be written as what? Minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. Or else if you multiply both sides by 1, you can write minus 1. Okay, so you can change the sign. Okay, by multiplying both sides by minus 1. Or else if this is creating confusion, Simply what you do, keep the 182 as it is and shift LHS on opposite side. So plus 27x minus will become minus 27x, and minus x square will become plus x square. Now you convert this into standard format, ax square minus bx plus c. Now use any method. Okay, maybe splitting the middle term, or else x is equal to minus b. What is the quadratic formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so what is a here? Take value of a, coefficient of x square, b and c is substitute it and get the value of x. I'm writing the answer. X is equal to 14 and x is equal to 13. Okay, our assumption was x and y. So x is equal to 14 and x is equal to 13. Okay, x is equal to 14 and 13. If you get for x is equal to 13, what is the value of y? See, from equation to y is equal to 27 minus x. So 27 minus 14 is equal to 27 minus 14 is equal to 13. So the answer is 14 and 13. If we take x as 14, we will get y as 13. Again, if I take x is equal to 13, then y will be 27 minus 13, that is y is equal to 14. So both answers are correct. You can conclude the answers like, so the integers are, 13, 14 comma 13, or else 13 comma 14. Again you can watch it. They are talking about okay, find the two numbers, so sum is 27. You can verify it. If you add this one, you will get 27. If you multiply this 13 into 14, you should get 182. Then only we can conclude our answer is correct. Yes, 14 into 13 is the correct answer. That is nothing but 182. You can verify like that. So in case if you are getting confused, so once you get the two values of x, take any one of the value and find the value of y. How did I get y is equal to 13? Because from equation 1 we have y is equal to 27 minus x. Two numbers are there, right? So we have x and y. So we have to find the value of y also. Value of y from the given equation is y is equal to 27 minus x. So if you substitute x is equal to 14 or else x is equal to 13, you will get the another value. Okay, no need to get confused. You can put any one of this answer because both are same. 14, 13 and 13 and 14 are both are same. So the next question is, a number is 3 more than the other number if the sum of their square is 29. Find the numbers. Okay. This is also interesting problem. A number. So first let's try to understand the given situation. A number is 3 more than the other number. Numbers, what we have to find the numbers. So simply start your problem with, let the numbers be x and y, right? Hmm? So first number is other number and all those things. Okay, other number. X and y. Okay, let the first number be x, and they have given that second number is 3 times more than the first number. Okay, so this is second number, y is equal to 3 plus x. Okay, second number is, you can read it, is number is 3 more than the other number. So like this. So if I have to give example, if the first number is 1, 3 more than the second number will be greater by 3. So second number will be 4. How will you represent this 4? 4 is nothing but what? 1 plus 3. Right? In a same way. So they are just telling that y is greater than x by 3. That's all. A number is 3 more than the other. So first number is simply x, and second number is x plus 3. If you are getting confused with y, you can just take like this. If first number is x and second number is greater uh, or is larger to 3, so okay, 3 times greater than x, so x and so let x and x plus 3 be the what okay, as per as the condition, second number will be x plus 3, first number is x. Now the statement is that if sum of their square is 29, sum of their squares, see, first of all sum keyword is there, so we have to add, right? This indicates the add. Along with that, square is also given, sum of their square is 29. I have translated this statement, into equation, that is what, sum of their square is 29, sum of their square is 29. So this is nothing but sum of their squares. Okay, so x square plus 9 plus 6x is equal to 29. So now you simplify this and find the value of x, and after finding the value of x, okay, suppose this is x square 2x square plus 6x, like that you can easily solve it, not a big problem. You will get, after solving the x, you will get x is equal to minus 5 comma, so for quadratic equation always we will have two different values. Okay, now sometimes it might be equal also, two values. Okay, x is equal to minus 5 if you substitute x is equal to minus 5, because answer is actually what, x and x plus 3, right? First number is x as per as our assumption, second number is x plus 3, right? So if I take x is equal to minus 5, the first number will be minus 5 and second number will be minus 5 plus 3, minus 5 plus 3 minus 2. If I take x is equal to 2, how I got x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 2? By solving this quadratic equation, I got x is equal to 2 comma x is equal to minus 5. Now we have two different inputs. As per as those inputs, I'm just checking the answer. Okay, so now what would be the first number? First number is x, so that is 2. Second number, they have clearly mentioned that that will be larger by 3, or else 3 times more than that. Okay, so second number is x plus 3, so 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So if I take x is equal to minus 5, answer is minus 5 comma minus 2. Okay, if I take x is equal to plus 2, answer will be 2 comma 5. Okay, just finding the value of x is not the final step. Along with that, we have to substitute those values in our assumption. In the assumption, we assumed that first number is x and second number is x plus 3. After finding value of x, simply substitute in the assumption. In previous problem also we did like that only, right? So after finding the x, see here we got the value of x, substitute in assumption. Again, if you look into all the problems, okay, assumption is x comma x plus 2 as a general format. Find the x, then substitute it over here